So here we go, round 3 in Silverstone after a fairly, well, I'm going to say fairly, it was an extremely disappointing session at Snetterton, and quite a disappointing video in the same. Hopefully, now that I've got the 2 worst tracks in the calendar done, worst tracks for me, not worst tracks, I know a lot of people, I really like Alton Park, I'm just not very good at it. We're jumping into Silverstone, which is a track I know very, very, very well. I've driven quite a lot of it, not in the Aston Martin, but in the McLaren. Still getting to grips with this Aston Martin, still trying to understand all its little quirks and stuff, but we will get there eventually. So after doing the whole video last time as post commentary, trying to focus on the race, that didn't go very well. So I'm going to try and do most of it live com today and see if we can do that. I know this track well enough that I don't have to concentrate as much. So, same usual setup. It's going to be a 5-minute practice followed by a 10-minute qualifying and then a 20-minute race. So let's jump into it. Pit limiter on. Pit limiter on. Pit limiter on. And let's jump into Silverstone. Oh, why would you pull out in front of me? Asshole. Okay, here we go. I've done no warm-up in ACC today, so this should be fun. Literally my first laps today of ACC. Let's see how we can take maggots and Beckett into... Oh, you are going to get completely in my way. Wow, you're going really, really slow for your outlap, aren't you, buddy? You want to get a move on?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Just going to tuck in behind you and take your slipstream. Shouldn't really be racing people on the outlap on practice, but, you know, why not? Okay, here we go. Let's do a 1 minute 48 as we cross the line, so let's get a full lap of Silverstone. Yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Just a little bit more concentration is needed. Just gonna give that Lamborghini a little love tap. So as practice sessions go, that was pretty terrible. So that was awful. I don't know whether it's me live commentating the session or I'm just not concentrating, or I'm really struggling with the car. Like, I really click with Silverstone. Really normally have no problem with it whatsoever, but just the Aston Martin just feels like it genuinely feels like driving a tank around the entire place. So I'm not sure. Really need to score some points here. Haven't scored any points, and I've got some big tracks coming up next that I'm actually alright driving. We've got Silverstone, then Donington, then Spa, then Brands Hatch. Pretty well. I've had a lot of practice with these tracks. Tracks I really like driving, Brands Hatch especially. Driven Spa quite a lot recently, and Donington as well. So we'll see. Okay, so we've made some setup changes. We're going to see if this makes any difference. Alright, let's go. We'll talk you through a lap of Silverstone. So, hit the 50 board, down into 4th. Really try and hit that apex. It's very difficult to do that. I'm going to leave the car out wide, then come back across from Maggots and Beckett's. Not really sure how to do this in the Aston Martin. We're going to brake here, into 4th, over the curb. Try and carry as much speed as possible. That was probably not the best way to do it. That was probably the worst way to do it. Talking people through a lap when you don't really know how to do a lap in this car yourself. Anyway, we're learning. Up to 5th, I like to try and hold it in 5th so I don't have to do too many downshifts. Brake just before the curb, down into 3rd, get the car turned in, just about hit that apex, and then you can use loads of the curb on the exit. I'm going to try and brake at the top of the curb here. I'm going to go down into 1st. I just think it helps me get the back end out a little bit, get rotation around there, then up into 2nd. Should be flat through here. Perfect. A little bit of oversteer, but we can manage that. I'm going to brake a little bit because this car is heavy. Into fourth. Try and stay tight around here because you're going to have to come across anyway to brake at the top of the curb. Slow the car down, but not too much. You're going to have to brake again. You really have to nail this to get a good exit, or you fuck it up like that.
Please try to stay on the track.
Anyway, so I'm going to shut up and hand over to post-commentary Gavin, because I need to concentrate on doing a good lap. So here's post-commentary Gavin to talk you through what hopefully is a good lap in Silverstone. So we come around the final corner and up onto the straight for the start-finish. This is obviously where the GT cars start-finish. We brake at about the 50 board, drop down into fourth, get it hooked up on cops. We can use a lot of the exit and the curb there. We want to get it back over to the right for Maggots and Beckett's as we fling the car in through the curb on the first corner, down to fourth for Beckett's, then get the car hooked up down to third for Chapel, tease the car in because you want to get a nice good exit onto the hangar straight, which we're going to shift up to fourth, and then we're going to shift up to fifth, but we're going to try and hold it into fifth because you don't want too much downshifting as you come into Stowe corner. There's a little bit of a bump right before that curb, just where you brake, can unsettle the car, so be careful there. Right down into third, use as much of the curb as you can without having your lap invalidated. Then we brake right at the top of the curve down into first for the Vale chicane. Shift up into second to make sure that you're not spinning your wheels too much as we go through Club and onto the Sir Lewis Hamilton straight. Into fifth, sometimes like to shift down to fourth, sometimes just helps me. Across the curb of Abbey and into Farm Curve, you want to stay slightly over to the left because you're going to have to brake at the top of the curb, down into second for Village, then into my least favourite corner in the whole of Silverstone. It's the loop. See, I had to correct again. I can never figure out this corner at all. Hate the loop. It's a stupid corner. Flat over the curbs for Aintree. Overtake these stupid GT4 cars down the Wellington Straight and aiming into Brooklands. I'm going to brake about halfway down the curb. I go down into third and then about through the corner, just drop it down into second to help you get that last bit of rotation in. Feed the car out wide, then pull it back in for a nice double apex. Get on the power as early as you possibly can. Up into third, up into fourth, up into fifth. Cut this corner as much as possible. It doesn't unsettle the car too much. And there we go, a lap of Silverstone, albeit a slow one. It's a 2:05, but there you go. And then have a mess with the GT4 cars and just... I was a little bit annoyed there, so I just decided to give them a little bit of a push out the way. But that does put us on preliminary pole for Silverstone. So that's qualifying. I'll see you for the race.
Please try to stay on the track.
That's pole, baby. That's pole position. Oh.
We have some light damage.
Super happy with that. Not super happy with the lap, but super happy with that. It's my race to throw away now. So here we go, race time. Somehow I'm in the front. Anyway, let's lock in and get into the race.
Go in double file.
Alright, let's go. Time for the race.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Foot to the floor, let's go. I'm gonna get... Mercedes does me into the first corner, but that's okay. I didn't get the best launch in the world. Just concentrate on my race. 20 minutes is a decent amount of time. A little bit of a different line to him there, but that's okay. I'm feeling he's going to break a lot.
Car on the right.
I knew he'd break a lot earlier than me.
Clear on the right.
Still give him space.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
McLaren trying to go up my inside there. I'm going to drop down into 4th for that corner just to be safe. Maybe can try and... Oh, I shifted up way too early though. Maybe going to try and catch him down this straight, but it's unlikely. Might pull away from me here and this might be it. Honestly, I would still really be happy with 2nd. Second would still be a great result for us, but if I'm honest, 1st would be wonderful. Just after having 2 really, really disappointing races, to get pole and then to win the race from pole would be really nice, but definitely catching him in sector 1. Dive bomb him again. I'll brake a little bit earlier this time. Just follow him through. He will brake so early for this.
Car on the right.
I can just get in there, but
Clear on the right.
he just has better traction on the exit. I've got a good run on him here though. I'm going to back out of this because I don't want to overtake him on that corner. It's just going to end in a crash.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, we got a 3rd competitor coming in here. What a start to this race. Been really good. My braking point right here. I turn in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just slowed down a little bit more than I thought he would here. I'm going to stay really tight to this corner. Big snap oversteer there. What they don't do, the AI, is cut that corner there. You can get away with putting
Fastest lap of the race.
a
Great
lot
job.
of... I knew if I just got on the power too early there, I was going to get a big slide on, so I just had to come off the power a little bit. Well, that's okay. I think I am faster through here, which I need to be because I need that good exit onto the straight. And this time I think I might have it. I think we might do this here. Pull out the side.
On the left.
Yeah, we should do this.
Clear on the left.
A little bit of a tighter line for me. I have to go deeper
on the
into the
right.
corner,
The pit is now open.
but that's okay.
Clear on the right.
I think we made that move stick. Now just to drive a good race. Avoid that nasty bit of oversteer, I always get that. not sure if it's necessary to drop into 4th there, but I just feel more comfortable in this car than throwing it around in 5th with just a lift. Almost hit that sausage curb. And again, I don't think it's probably necessary to go down into 1st, but I do feel like it helps with the rotation of this car. I have a good lead. I think we can see maybe this lap if I extend my lead. Just really push for the next lap. And then I'll come into the pits, because I seem to be extending my lead here. Yeah, we'll do another lap. I'm really not nailing cops though. Alright, so we're just going to settle into my rhythm. Make sure I hit all my braking points, and then really bumpy through that. It's not a particularly blistering in lap, but I'd rather have a slightly slower in lap and not spin or take myself off, so we'll take it, but I am going to take my pit stop now. Because why not? We'll take the pit stop now. So the McLaren comes in behind me. God, my pit wall miles away. I'm going to get jumped in the pit lane here, so this second stint, which is going to be about 10 minutes, is really going to have to be a good one, because I need those races back. Alrighty. So good, drive through the Bentley. Okay, so there's the, I'm going to let the Aston go. Oh, everyone's just got. Oh. I didn't take my pit limiter off. Well, I may have just lost the race for myself there.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
I'm gonna need some really, really good driving. I at least lost 3 positions. Should easily get the Bentley here, just
Clear on the left.
perfect. Now we're going to take the Merc. Oi, braked way too late.
Class leader is pitting now.
Hopefully we catch up to some GT4s, which I think we will. Try 5th through her. Not sure. Okay, just not going to overdo things here. I've got about 4 cars in front of me. The overtakes are on the cards. Maybe get the Merc into the braking zone here. I'm going to pull out and go for it anyway.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
A little bit deep, but can probably make that move stick. Yeah. So the Lamborghini is stuck behind a GT4 car. Oh, power on too early there. I'm going to follow the Lamborghini up. Oh my god, you just closed the door on me there. Still got a pretty good exit, so it's fine. Whoa.
Car on the left. There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out. Clear on the left.
He braked so early for Gops that I had to go up the inside. Otherwise I would have gone right into the back of him. So I'd say that's a fair move. I didn't push him off. Lose that little bit of curb there. So I seem to be in 9th, but I'm sure there must be people still to take a pit stop. Seems like they do have some GT4 cars up here to help us with overtakes. He's gone over the sausage curb, which is massively hitting that sausage curb on, what is this, club? Which means all of your exits are compromised. Which means I'm going on the brakes later than you, which means I'm going past you. 3 Aston Martins in a row here. I'm going to go into first here, see if I can get a little bit better rotation and a better exit. Oh, he had the lift, which means this is going to be an easy overtake.
Clear on the right.
Yeah, we're good. Nice into there, back into 7th. I got the Lamborghini and the Macca still to go, and then is that a Bentley up there? Yes, it is. So we're making our way through the pack. Such a change from Alton Park and Snetterton, where I just was not on the pace at all. Really struggled with the car. A little bit of a setup change for this race. A track I know a little bit better, and just knowing the car a little bit better from 2 weekends of working with it. Feeling more confident. Still don't love it, but definitely feeling more confident with the car. And definitely feeling like I can hunt down these guys. Watch. It's going to brake super early into here. Oh, no, didn't particularly.
Clear on the right.
Still going for the dive bomb, but I think he's still there, so I'm going to lose this position.
Clear on the right.
Oh no, I'm going to hold that. I thought he'd be back up my inside. Nice. A little bit of the grass there. Okay, we got 4 minutes to chase down the leaders. I mean, if I'd not have that horrible pit stop, could have easily walked this race, but you know, that's racing for you. Sometimes doesn't go your way. Got 5 seconds to the leader. Carrying way more speed. You can cut that corner pretty much there. I'm gonna get this move done before the corner cops. Not if I do things like that. Use all the track available. Should get this done.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far. Clear on the left.
Better exit than me. But not as brave. .6 seconds up the road. We should catch him. We'll catch him, we'll catch him. We got this. Just concentrate. No silly mistakes. Concentrate. These high-speed corners certainly aren't nice on the tyres. Just be careful. Don't push too much. You are quicker than him. Sometimes you just need to talk to yourself to keep yourself going. Funny thing is, I know I'm quicker than him in the Mercedes. I proved that by putting the car on pole by at least a second. So if I can just stay calm, maybe got 2 more laps. Just understeered out wide there and then oversteer as well. Come on. 3.5 seconds. A little bit wide. Two and a half seconds. Are we going to have time for 1 more lap? I really don't know. 43 seconds to get. I don't think we will have time for a lap. And I don't think I'm going to. If we had 1 more lap, I would have caught him. One more lap would have been mine. Wheels on the track still, doesn't matter. I'm gonna get on the power really early here. Oh no! No. Oh no!
I've got some light damage on the front. Leader has finished the race. Great job, man. D2. Bring it back to the pits.
Well, I can't be mad, apart from I almost lost the race there. Jesus. I was just trying to push too much, like just get on the power, because I thought maybe if I can get on the power, I can maybe pip him to the line, but it was not to be. If literally just a few seconds extra in the race, and we can, just a few seconds quicker, we would have got 1 extra lap, and with that 1 extra lap, I would have caught him. But that's motorsports. I really, really screwed up on the pit stop, which meant that I lost quite a few places, and then I think I did well carving through the traffic and all that, but yeah, to put it on P1 in quali and then not win the race is a little bit disappointing, but we score points finally, and we're on our way with the British GT Championship. We've got, 3 more races after this, and these are all 3 strong races, so I think, a podium finish for the team is still there. It's definitely still there. Now, there we go. There's that beautiful Aston Martin AMR 21 on the podium there. So, there's something to be proud of for that today. Did all right. So that's 18 points for Team AMR 21. Pretty happy with that. So, a quick look at the leaderboards. That moves us up from, last place, up into 7th place. So that's really, really good. If we can, get some serious points in the next couple of races, I see a top 3 finish on it. I really do. There we go. Anyway, that'll do for round, 3? Yeah, round 3 of the British GT Championship. I will be back next week with round 4. which is Donington Park. So hopefully there's some good points to be scored there. Until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.